Okay, I promise this is a fast one because there's not a lot to it and it's really easy. I'm going to show you how we can build a few different versions of our professional summaries that we can pick and choose from. And ultimately, this will continue to train the model and that will allow it to sub in all the different versions that we want. So let's dig in. This is the brief, which is located here. There is basically a template you'll have to make a copy of so you can keep track of your different summaries. This is the prompts that we'll use. And then further down, we have just your version of your full CV, the latest version. I also have a few different iterations that I have created on my own. So you can see that as an example. And then this is a summary of different inspiration guides and resources related specifically to the professional summary. So lots of goodies in there. Cool, let's get started. This is super easy. I am going to generate a professional summary, but first I need templates to keep it all in one place so that if I want to sub in different ones or I want to change stuff around, I can. So this is kind of the summary. You have the handwritten version there. I'm going to do File, make a copy. I'm going to change it to my name. And then inside of my drive, resume, and Pro Summary. Select, make a copy. Done. Let's go back to the brief. So it's telling me to copy the brief inside of the prompt, and then I will make some adjustments. And then after that, I need to put in the raw URL for my LinkedIn and potentially the raw CV. If I want to put a PDF as an attachment, I can also do that. So I am going to use ChatGPT for this because sometimes DeepSeek doesn't allow me to throw in attachments. So let's copy the prompt first. I'm going to copy everything here. ChatGPT. Now this is the professional version. If you don't have professional, that's okay. You can use any number of LLMs. Cool. So the LinkedIn URL is the first thing that I need to swap out. That's my LinkedIn URL. And then copy and paste the resume. So I'm going to take my most recent version of my resume. I always recommend when you're downloading your resume to download as a PDF. Let me just show what that looks like if you don't download it as a PDF. So this is the Word version. Blech. Formatting does not always convert well from Google Sheets, so do not download a Word version. Okay, so I'm going to upload the CV that I downloaded. You can see that I've selected it and it is uploaded into ChatGPT. And I do want to basically update the job title. So the job title is CMO, industry I want to work in. Let's say blockchain for this one. All right, so I have a baseline professional summary, came really fast, and I'm going to drop that inside of here. It's a long one. Great. So now I have something that I can at least work upwards from. The next part is I want different iterations on that based off of the industry, potential job title, something that's very impressive, something that drags from a lot of the guides that I've already provided. So let's do it. I'm going to do Control Copy, jump back over here, paste. And I am going to enable search. This allows it to crawl some of the guides that I've provided. And again, the guides are really easy to find. Those are inside of the brief at the very top. Boom. So basically, I've taken articles that exist online and say, hey, train it off of this. Crazy, crazy. Perfect. So now I have a bunch of different versions, and I am going to put those right back inside of my table here. And if I want to use these, I can. That's the idea. Great. So the last part of this activity is tailoring the very generic prompt that's here for the sake of just having it. Again, this is not maybe the most dynamic of professional summaries, but at the very least, you have it. So you would basically just insert your job title, the industry that you work for, number of years of experience, your second best skill, your third best skill, and that's the game. Really quite easy. I hope this helps. And again, the purpose of this is that this will continue to train the model, and I'll show when we do that as we're tailoring resumes and cover letters. But this is your professional summary. Now you can take the boilerplate professional summary and plop it in the top of your best resume, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I have put that at the very top of my latest resume. Great. Let's jump into the next activity.